drilled her. Alright, so today I've got this bow that I'm working on, and it's nearly finished, but you can see this limb is taking a little bit of set right here, so it's got some permanent bend in it. I'm going to try to bend this back out the way that it's supposed to be, try to match it up to the other limb. The bow's holding well, it's shooting well. This is mostly just for aesthetics, because I don't like it when one looks a little different than the other one. I believe I've corrected the problem that caused the set, which was, this knot here created a weak spot, and during the tillering process I probably took too much wood off in this area. But I've got that corrected now by taking more wood off on each side of this weak spot. Now I'm going to try to bend this set back out so that the bow limb looks normal. Now, setting a bow is permanent. Usually it's permanent damage, but I think I may be able, in this case, I may be able to bend it back, and if I heat treat it long enough, it may strengthen that wood enough that any changes I make will be permanent. So all I can do is give it a try, so I'm going to show you guys the way I do it. So I know from looking at the limb before that most of the damage was right here. So I'm going to place it just so that I can get a little bend in that section going. Alright. Right now I'm just trying to get it hot enough to bend it. So real slow, I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure to it, start bending it, not too much. So I'm going to put some more heat on it. So you can really see the color change in that limb where I heated it. That indicates the change to the wood. It didn't really scorch it, but it starts to change the composition. And I won't get too much into the science, but basically that wood becomes tougher and better in compression. So as you bend the bow, where that was once kind of a weaker spot, it should be stronger now. And hopefully that wood does not rebound very much. And nope, it actually did not move at all, so that's a really good thing. Made a flat spot there. Alright, so when I heat treated that spot, it looks like I actually heat treated it too much, and I made it quite a bit stiffer than the rest of the bow. You can see it's got a good smooth arc, and then right about here it flattens out and there's not very much bend to about here. There's two ways I can go about fixing this. One would be to scrape off some of that wood and make that spot weaker. The other option would be to heat treat the entire bow, where I haven't heat treated it yet. That's going to take a long time. It's also also going to be difficult to do with a heat gun. I think I'm going to start by real light scraping on this heat treated spot and try to get that flexing again. Alright, so it's real close now. It's actually almost bending perfect. Just gonna take a little bit more off. So it turned out I was able to just scrape a little bit of wood off of that heat treated spot and get the bow bending back like it should. The alternative was going to be heat treating the rest of the bow and trying to do that evenly with a heat gun. It would have been a long process. I think it was the right call to just scrape that spot down, and it seems to be holding so far. It's not taking any set. It seems to have fixed the problem that I originally had, and scraping wood off of that has restored the tiller of the bow back to what it was supposed to be.